We are group number 12 and today we are going to be presenting about communication and its barriers. Communication is fundamental to the existence and survival of human as well as to an organization. It is a process of creating and sharing ideas, information, views, facts, feelings, etc. among the people to reach a common understanding. Communication is the key to the directing function of management. A manager may be highly qualified and skilled, but if he does not possess good communication skills, all his ability becomes irrelevant. A manager must communicate his directions effectively to the subordinates to get the work done from them properly. The process of communication has multiple barriers. The intended community will often be disturbed and distorted, leading to a condition of misunderstanding and failure of communication. The barriers to effective communication could be many, like linguistic, psychological, emotional, physical, and cultural. But today, we are going to be focusing on attitude as a barrier, technological barriers, and cultural barriers and physical barriers.
Okay, hello. I'm going to talk about technological barriers. In today's organization, technology is largely used to mediate communication. Gone are the days when doing even the easiest task required the hardest labor. Now, with the smart computers in organizations, we can perform any task at the click on the mouse. Our dependence on technology is all the time high. A technical breakdown or even a small technical glitch may ruin the entire process of communication. Though technology-based communication such as phone conversations, text message, and emails have made communication easy for us, but on the flip side, it has reduced the possibility of natural face-to-face interactions that is at the helm of any human communication. Okay, so let's see the scene from technological barriers.
Great, so we have the lesson today. Hello students, how are you? Hello, so far so good day, huh? Great, again we have connection problems. Okay, I would ask you to mute your microphone for a minute, however I will ask some questions later. So our classes today from our organizational behavior class, we will learn about psychological and semantic communication barriers, and we will have the presentation for the next week. You are all going to present for 15 minutes. You are going to make slides and videos, and you will have case studies. You will have a lot of assignments and tutorials I'm going to give, even though you are not studying that, I know. Okay, students, just now I have explained about the psychological barriers of the communication in organizational behavior. I just would like to ask something which I have just explained to you guys. Can you please tell me what is the psychological barriers in communication? Can you please just remind me? Do you remember there was 3? Who can just remember the thing that I just told 5 minutes ago? Hello? Anyone? It's okay, any volunteers, like there's no wrong answer. Students, are you here? Or are you sleeping? Hello?
Three.
Hello? Can you hear me? Students? Oh, there's a chat. Hello, sir. Okay, yeah, I'm talking for like an hour. You're greeting with me now, Nurul. Okay, how about that three psychological? Okay. Hello. Oh, what? Yes, it's breaking. Oh yeah, that must be a problem if it is breaking, but oh, can't hear you properly. Oh god. Okay, dear students, this is the end of our class for today, organizational behavior. We exactly had 3.5 hours of class, which is, it's 3 credits hours, and I hope you will do all the assignments and the tutorials for the week. And this is it for today. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Goodbye, dear students. Goodbye, students.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One of problem in communication is physical barrier. So what is actually physical barrier? Physical barrier is the environment or natural condition that acts as a barrier in communication in sending message from sender to the receiver. It can be organizational, environment, technological problems, and noise are the parts of physical barriers. When messages are sent by the sender, physical barriers like doors, walls, and this time do not let the communication become effective. Disturbance also in hearing due to thunder, telephone call disconnection, messages not being sent in chat are some example of physical barriers in communication. Here's the example of physical barrier. Check it out. I'm busy.
Please.
No.
I need to submit tomorrow. I don't know how to calculate, please.
No, you see, I have so many work to do. I have papers, I have presentation, and it is due 2 days later.
But I'm also a bit irritated because I don't know how to calculate. Really, you are good in calculation.
No, it's difficult. It will take time.
It's okay, I will wait for you. Because really, I need your help. I
Well?
cannot do.
Well, let me see, but I cannot promise.
Please.
Yeah, I'll get back to you like 30 minutes after this.
Yeah, I hope you can help me because only you can help me.
Yeah, sure. Just leave it there.
Okay, I will wait for you. Okay, thanks.
Iza, which question are you asking? There are plenty of it here. Hello? Iza, can you hear me? Iza, which question are you asking? Iza, can you hear me? Iza, can you hear me?
What?
Hello, at this moment I am going to discuss about the attitude barriers. Some people in general are unable to form relationship or even a common point of communications with others due to their habit of thinking too highly or too lowly of them. They basically have an attitude problem. Since they hold themselves in high esteem, they are unable to form genuine lines of communications with anyone. The same is true if they think too little of themselves as well. So, in order to overcome these attitude problems, the solution is use simple words and encouraging smile to communicate effectively, and stick to constructive criticism criticism and not criticism because you are a perfectionist. If you see someone doing a good job, let them know and disregard the thought that they could have done it better. It's their job to measure them by industry standards and not your own.
Hello guys, good afternoon. How are you doing? So yeah, I'm about to talk about the proposal. Did you remember the last meeting about our event? So yeah. So who are willing to responsible? You will do it? You really sure? Yeah, the proposal.
I'm really good at the process. I can do it.
Okay. So you will be in charge for that.
Yeah, sure. And what time do I have to submit the proposal?
Yeah, tomorrow please at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Exactly 5 p.m.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Hey, fine now. I'm so bored. Let's go hang out something.
But you think you have something to do, right?
Not really. Anyway, it's no big deal. I can
So can you still manage to do it before 5 o'clock?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's not a big deal.
If then we can go together. Like, I also wanted to go out.
Yeah, let's just do something. So boring, right? Yeah, let's go. So, okay. Let's go back now.
So let's go.
Oh, you guys don't ask me. Wait and see, what I will do.
Sure. Hi guys, good evening. So, Anik, how's the work that I just gave you yesterday?
Actually, so I was not feeling well. So I went to the hospital and they told me to stay there for some time. And I was having fever, so I couldn't really work.
Ah, really? Is it true, Laina?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but I just kind of received this. Can you explain this?
In conclusion, we made a presentation, we made a role play about the communication and the skills. We tried to show the barriers, we tried to give some solutions and identify the problems in communications in organizations that these days we are facing. Effective communication is actually very significant for managers in the organization, especially as to perform the basic functions of the management, like for example, the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Here are our presentation covered only some parts of communication studies, which are attitude barriers, technological barriers, and the physical barriers that above we mentioned in our scenes, that indeed will help you to understand at least some important parts of communication studies. The ability to communicate effectively with clients, colleagues, the managers is very essential. Whatever sector you work in, good communication skills improves the team, inspires high performance, and enhances the workplace culture. Just remember one thing, which is very important, what I believe is communication is a two-way process. So take notice of other people's verbal and non-verbal signals as well as your own. By teaching yourself how to communicate more effectively, you will interact in a more constructive and productive manner towards people around you, making the workplace a positive and thriving environment if you have literally a good communication skills with any kinds of people, whether they are yes people, no people, the difficult people, all type people. If you have the communication skills, you're gonna do that, you're gonna rock that. Being able to communicate effectively is perhaps the most important of all skills. It is what enables us to pass information to other people and to understand what is said to us and what people told us and how we comprehend them. One example which would perfectly gives you the example for that, you only have to watch a baby listening intently to its mother and trying to repeat the sounds that she makes to understand how fundamental they urge to communicate. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Isa, can you hear me? Good morning, everyone. It's supposed to be the evening.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Yes.
Physical barrier is the environmental and natural condition. It's obvious, right?
My camera is.
Ada,
I need.
I found. You should show the video, taking video of this too. But just take her now. Communicate. Thank you very much.